Roll up. You watching Fire Alarm. You know, it's your boy Script.
And your boy Bull.
And you know, we got a special guest.
Yes,
one I've been waiting for. Been trying to motherfucker get on the pod and shit. You know how busy people be. You know, famous.
Life be life. I have a problem over here.
Oh
life,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how it be. You know, life be lifing. You know, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
Absolutely. It's Lady Za on the check-in on Instagram and what is it? TikTok, all that. It's Lady Za, Real Reefer Chifa, at Real Reefer Chifa. You can tap in every day, new drops, always dropping content and open to do, you know, collabs. So what's up? I'm here. Fire, what's up? Yes.
We here, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that your name is
Real
you know what I'm saying, Real Reefer Chifa and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my little clique when I was in high school and shit, we was called the Wild Chiefers. Shout out to my niggas, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
Dope. I'm telling you, Real Reefer Chifa is just me in general. I only smoke top tier. I've been that way. I really didn't have a mid era or any of that. I kind of started smoking like in my later teens, 18, 19.
That's the next question I was going to ask.
I'm 30, so I've been smoking for maybe like 10, 11 years, something like that. Okay. So it's not been a super long journey, but in the process, I've only smoked top tier. You know what I'm saying? So
nothing but the best.
Yeah, you feel me? So at this point in my journey, I felt like it was time to start doing the reviews and sharing my opinion because I mean, come on, I always have dope drops. I always have the latest drops, so why not? You know what I'm saying?
Might as well.
Yeah, why not?
Share it with the community.
Yeah, why not let everybody know? Yeah, what's
informed.
actually smoking, what they need to tap into if they don't know. Because where I'm at, Columbia, motherfuckers don't even see that shit for real. You feel me? Like they not even in tune with the brands.
You know what
I'm saying? So they're looking like, damn, what she got? She's smoking on this, she's smoking on that. And I just kind of got tired of asking and answering and And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just put it all out there, let y'all know what's up. And if you fucking with, you try it, you tap in, that's what's up. So, we here now. So. And I feel like that shit started off pretty smooth. You wanna hit this? This one right here I'm smoking is the Jig Is Up, the white chalk. Yeah, I haven't dropped the review yet. Review coming on that. Jig Is Up.
What's it called again? The Jig
Is
Up?
It's white chalk. Yeah.
Sure.
I ain't got my bag near me. I would have showed y'all the box and the package and all that.
Right.
But yeah, it's smoking this fire. And I smoke with filters in my blunts.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So you getting all the weed. Yeah.
And I got the nails and shit. I ain't got to worry about burning my shit.
Right. I got a question for you. We was over here talking about the terps and shit and the different kind of weeds and the spray-ons and everything.
Absolutely.
Like, give us your opinion on that.
Well, with the terps, I don't really like to shit on any brands. I know everybody likes to do their own thing to come up and whatever. But me personally, like I said, on my journey, I don't smoke the terps. I don't. I'm not copping terps. I don't want no terp brands. No, not anything infused. I'm all non-infused, organic only. And I really don't even trust the brands that's got the terps and the the mixes. I don't even want to go there because y'all not telling me what it is for real. So like I said, I don't fuck around with it honestly. It's just my preference. So everybody can do what they want to do. If that's your lane, you get money with the terps. Praise to you, whatever. All that's cool. But Real Reefer Chifa, I ain't doing the terps. So
we was having a discussion before, and we had said that we had came up with the the thought of because all these young kids be the vapes, all the different flavor vapes, so they want this flavor shit.
Yeah, they do.
And this shit is terrible.
They do. Even the vapes. I don't vape. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke blacks. I don't smoke anything but Real Reefer. You feel me? That is my name, and that's why I went with it. Ladies out. That's what it is. It's awesome. So and honestly, like my brother, he vapes. I can't stop him. But I wish they didn't, So I wish it was not legal or they could do whatever they could do, if they worry about weed so much, worry about them vapes and all that you putting in there, that's just my preference. You feel me? So, like I said, I don't knock nobody who do vape and do what you do, but me personally, that ain't it's just not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
Yeah, it's just like I said, real weed for all day.
So it's dope. You know what I'm saying? You rate weed all the time.
Yeah.
So what do you look for, you know what I'm saying, to be like, all right, this is a 10, for you to be like, I'm putting this out as a 10.
Right. Well, like I was saying earlier, I smoke a lot. I smoke top tier. So I try not to be super, super critical on brands because me personally, I'm looking for, top tier. Yeah, so for you to get a 10. So for 10s, it's solid, it's a pretty bud. It don't even really gotta be super, I don't like the light green. I don't like too much orange. Some colorful purple, like green, dark green, some crystals on there, but you can tell it just looks like, oh, it's screaming at you like,
right.
That's gonna be some gas right there.
Eat
You know
me, don't roll
yeah,
me.
Yeah, like look at me. Don't
right.
even. You can't. You gotta enjoy this. You feel me? Like that's what I'm looking for in a look. Taste wise, you know, I'm looking for something. I honestly like a real gassy like thrash. You know what I'm saying? But I like it to be sweet too a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little sweet. But I want to be punched. I want to be, you know, I gotta say, if you ain't choking, it's not smoking. Okay?
Facts.
If you ain't choking, it's not smoking. And I'm telling, if I'm choking and that motherfucker look good, oh, it's a 10.
It's
you know what I'm saying? It's a 10. Because the looks, the smell, the taste, all that's not lying. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's a 10 right there. You feel me?
That's what's up.
Like I said, the smell, you can get fooled with a smell, especially with all these sprays and blah, blah, blah. So, like I said, I try to stay away from all that. And like I said, a good smell is something that's deep, you know? It's like a, like that shit smell like, ooh, like what is that? Ooh, it's gas, it's thrax, it's candy. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's grabbing you to smoke that motherfucker.
You like, ooh.
Yeah, like, ooh.
Your face get tore up.
Yeah, like, what is, ooh, that motherfucker, ooh, what is that? You know, if I'm oohing and we in there. You know what I'm saying? We in there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's a 10 for me. You feel me? So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
And so, you know, when I be rating weed, you know, I be trying to get, you know, the brands to understand that I'm talking about straight Zaz. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about no Mexican brick weed.
You're not going to even see that on my page.
I'm
not even copying
or,
it.
you know what I'm saying? No mid, none of that.
None of that.
So I be wanting them to understand that if I say your drive at 8.5, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, disrespecting it.
Yeah.
You know, it's good.
It's just not.
It's not the best weed I ever smoked before. You know, I have to give some type of room, you know what I'm saying? Some type of level. You know, and me saying 8.5, I'm like, it's just not a 9 or it's not a 10, but I definitely smoke it again.
For me, a 9 is exactly. A 9 is I'ma definitely smoke it again, but it could have been a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like could have tasted a little better, could have smelled a little better, whatever the case may have been. It just could have been a little bit better.
Right, because
you
know, like if I say something is a 9, everything might have been great, but I just didn't like the exhale on it. You know, I'm like the exhale
wasn't coughing like you wanted to.
Right, you know, I wasn't feeling the exhale, or it was a little harsh on the exhale. You know. And I look for more smooth everything, you know.
And I say all the time, this is preference. You know what I'm saying? I am a personal person who smokes with my preference. You smoke with your preference, you have a taste preference. Everybody's preference is different. So I always say, cop, you try it for yourself. But for me personally, if I'm not fucking with it, that's just my preference. It's not necessarily, maybe the next person's gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I'll roll up shit now, and my brother be like, damn. This some motherfucking fire. And I'm like, is it really?
Right.
Wow.
This
you
was
thought,
okay.
It was okay to me. So like I say, I try
not
to shit on the brands that are up and coming, that are trying to find their motion, trying to find their way. I try to give them a little bit of leeway, you know what I'm saying? But them real top tier, like Bozo, all the motherfuckers I really fuck with, baby, when I get that motherfucker, if it ain't screaming, choking, and all that, it's not a 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving no leeway. I'm not doing that. I'm not fanned out at all. You feel me? But
you know what top tier is.
But for the up and coming ones, I try to give them a little bit more leeway. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see what you got going on. I'm fucking with it. It could have been a little bit better. It's not a 10, but you know, I'm not gonna say you a 7. You know, to me, you might really be a 7, but
I'm
that's
not gonna put it on blast.
But that's my preference. My brother though, because I smoke with him. That nigga, I'm
like,
looking at him.
That's a 9.5.
I'm looking at him. He over here dead. I'm like, damn, ate the whole kitchen type shit. You feel me? So
for real.
It's just it's a preference. Like I said, I'm a different level smoker, so I understand that part of it. You feel me? So
I like the roller. I mean, the breakup to me. You know, I've been smoking for so long. I done got it down to the touch. Once I start breaking that shit up, if it's flaky, I'm like, I'm gonna be flaky with it. I don't like flaky breakdown weed.
That's coming through your blunt.
Right.
Shit in your mouth.
I like it dry sticky.
The whole time.
No. You watch other people that smoking your blunt do the same thing.
Like, I don't even want it back. Honestly, that's why I fuck with them filters, because you get some of that and you chilling. I gotta show my filters in a minute. Them raw wide tips, y'all gotta fuck with them.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, gotta fuck with them, definitely. But nah, you can definitely tell with the breakdown. The breakdown is real. Like, I'm definitely big on that. Like, I don't like that sticky shit that's like, you know, I like good.
Too hard to break down.
Yeah, but too hard to break down, but it's left all over my fingers. The blunt sticking together while I'm trying to, you know, I don't like that. You know, I like that nice fluffy weed. That's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice breakdown.
It just broke down
real just broke down. I don't want no dust, but just, you know, nice breakdown and just break apart. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, that shit, it really mean a lot. And you can tell based off all that what you got. But if you're a real connoisseur, you know based off the smell and the look and how that motherfucker, you already know what you fucking with. When you hit it, if it ain't motherfucking performing, then I mean something got to be wrong. Because at that point, you already know. You already know you got some good shit. So if it ain't hitting, I don't think that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Your nose, your smell, all that, it ain't about to lie to you. You gotta judge off all that. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
Right.
That's what's up. So when you rolling, what's your preference? You know?
What, backwards?
Like,
Oh yeah, backwards all day. All day. Sweet aromatic. I don't even change it up. And honestly, I think that's real. The best ones, but I think it's real for reviews to actually smoke the same shit. Because you can't switch up and say, hey, I'm gonna start smoking papers. Hey, I'm gonna smoke some Swishers tomorrow. I smoke these backwoods, so I'm gonna smoke every blunt out the same thing, so I can get the same effect. I know it nothing changed.
Because it definitely is a difference when you smoke. The last podcast I just posted, we had switched the blunts. You know what I'm saying? We smoked one in the paper and one in the wood, and then we switched the brands, and you know what I'm saying, put that one in the paper.
It tastes totally different.
Totally different.
It hits totally different.
And certain weeds need to be in paper.
Absolutely.
Because I hit that one shit in the paper, I'm like, yo, this shit is like heaven.
I do agree with that. So sometimes I feel like I'll be missing the taste on some of them because I smoke the backwoods only. So, and that's another reason why I'm like, you know, hey, the papers is probably, like I had some mochi a couple weeks ago that came with guava. And I'm looking at that shit like I would never use guava, but I'm sure it added to the taste. For paper rollers, they was like, oh yeah, that's love. You feel me? So for me, that just, I missed out, but
that's not for me.
You know,
adding them
y'all add the guava.
I don't do
none of that either. Like I said, I already said it, I only smoke weed, so that's for everybody else. The closest I'm getting to tobacco is the backwoods. Okay, that's what I told they made of tobacco. So that's the closest we getting on that.
So it was definitely good that we got you on the podcast, but what brought you here today? Because we're doing something special.
Yes, we are. We are here for the Battle of the Brands.
Yes,
it's a big one. It's a major one. All the other pop-ups are cool. That's great. But this one, you putting your shit on front row, center stage, and all the best is in here to judge, okay? From all the top reviewers, we're talking about Charlotte. I'm not sure where a couple other people are from, but we got some real heavy hitters in here to smoke that shit and tell y'all what the fuck is going on. So, about to get into that here shortly.
Can't wait.
Excited. Yes, I'm talking about what? I only smoked one blunt today. That was the one I just passed around. Just to make sure that I wasn't overly high before I came in here and I could give a real good review. Yeah, because I'm telling y'all, that be part of the problem. I'd be like, really when I do my reviews, I smoke. That's the first blunt I smoked that day. I'm giving, like I haven't opened it, I haven't tried to smell it for the most part. You know, I'm definitely just giving a solid, honest review. So everything
be honest,
because if I done smoked some of this and some of that, and I done had some of that, and I come try to do a review, it's like, damn, but compared to that other shit I just smoked, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? Or this might be, or, you know, so I just.
And that's what I try to do on the reviews to make sure that I don't mention other weeds.
Others,
I be like, this shit fire, but it ain't fucking with such and such. You know what I'm saying? I be like,
definitely
bang your head. Right, because motherfuckers be like, damn.
No, and then going straight to the other folks. And that's why I also say, with my reviews, I try to be lenient to some extent for the up and coming brands, because I know we trying to get to the same place. You feel me? So let's help each other, and I can help you grow. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna send you a little message like, hey, I felt like this, that, and third, but I ain't gonna shit on you vocally, you know what I'm saying, to tell everybody, nah, don't go fuck with them, because like I said, I smoke some other shit. So that might be amazing to somebody else. You know? I try to give everybody they shine and let everybody, you know, get where they trying to get, because we all trying to get to the same place. You know?
No, that's a fact, man.
We are, like I said, I look at it like we a community. You feel me? We tight knit, it's small, you know, we all trying to fuck with the right brands and make everybody grow so that we all have best quality weed out there. You feel me? Like, we don't want nobody smoking no trash.
No more trash.
Yeah, no more trash. No, and it's no need, because there's plenty brands out here that we can definitely put the fuck on there. Yes, no booth zone, no spray zone, all that. Okay, all that. Yes.
Straight organic.
Yes, absolutely.
No doubt. Any shout outs before we slide?
Look, I think everybody. We shouting out everybody. We shouting out, Zaza. We shouting out Zaza. Yeah, we shouting out Fire Alarm. We shouting out. Look, Battle of the Brands. We here. Look, what's up? Yes. Anybody else? Am I missing somebody? Shout yourself. I'm horrible with names, so look, shout yourself out. Look. Yeah, look.
No doubt. Yeah. Shout out motherfucking Metro and goddamn it, Fire Alarm out of here.
There you go.
Stay tuned for the judging.
There we go.
All right, so look, my bad, y'all. So look, we're gonna start.